Today's video is brought to you by the good people over at patriotpost.us. They are an excellent source of news, information, op-eds, and all that good stuff. And the link for them will be in the description box. So when you head over there and subscribe, tell them that ABL sent you. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the Bernie Sanders campaign being told that the Kremlin are trying to help them out in this 2020 race so they can be victorious. Now, this is hilarious, a total knee slapper, a gut buster. I am rolling on the ground, crying, laughing at this because remember how many years, how much money, how much time has been invested into people saying that Trump is the one that is involved with the Russians. Trump is the one that is trying to be helped by the Kremlin, by the Russians. Some absurd stories talking about Trump went to Moscow and told some girls to pee in the bed because Barack and Michelle Obama would sleep there one day. Just ridiculous stuff. We spent so much money, so much time, and so many resources into the whole Russia thing as it relates to Trump. But now the proverbial shoe is on the other foot. Bernie Sanders is now being saddled with this. And of course, he responded talking about, oh, well, you know why it's come out right now.
How did you think it came out now if you had the briefing a month ago?
Well, I'll let you guess about one day before the Nevada caucus. Why do you think it came out? No. Was the Washington Post? Good friends.
So, all of a sudden, the whole Russia thing is ridiculous. The whole Russia thing is being used as a tool to try and attack people now. Okay, now you want to realize that, Bernie. Are you having the red pill moment, sir? Or are you just being honest for once? Maybe if you're being honest, you would know that the whole Russia thing was used to try and take down Trump unsuccessfully, but it did kind of raise doubt in some people's minds and regular normies' minds that don't really understand politics. They may come out here and say, oh, Russia's involved with this, Russia's involved with that, although it's not true. So how does it feel to have the shoe on the other foot? Beyond just me thinking it's probably BS because of, people trying to get Bernie out of the way. I'm not a Democrat. I would never vote for Bernie Sanders, but I think that the Democrats don't want him because they know that he can't win. He's an extremist. When you're talking about the primary election, he'll do very well because people that vote in the primary are generally more politically involved, and on the left, they are generally more far left. That's just the nature of it. But when it comes to the general election, it's not going to go the same way the primaries go. Okay, he's going to lose in epic fashion against Trump. People don't want socialism. They don't want communism. They don't want the old Soviet Russia to come here to the U.S. And that is a great segue. It's my point I was getting ready to make about Bernie. It's pretty ironic that the media and others are saying that the Kremlin are trying to help him. And not just the media, but U.S. officials have said this. So it ain't just a smear campaign from Washington Post, Huffington Post, Fox News or something like that. No, it's coming from the U.S. government. It's ironic this is happening because he went to Moscow in 1988 on a honeymoon with his wife. I'll place video of said honeymoon on the screen before you. And by the way, they're singing, "This land is your land." Take a listen.
This land was made for you and me. This land was highways.
Now, at a certain point in this video, you're able to see Bernie Sanders with his shirt off. I don't know why they're in there with their shirts off, what kind of weird things happening here. I have no idea, so don't ask me. But all I know is that they are in Moscow. This is USSR times. This is Soviet Russia, Mother Russia, okay? Imperialist Russia, if you would call it that. With their shirts off, singing some communist stuff. I don't really understand what's happening here, but I digress. My whole point is that this guy apparently loves Russia. I didn't see Trump over there with his shirt off, having a honeymoon with Melania or his previous wife, Marlon Maples or anybody like that. But I see Bernie over there. I also remember during the Nevada debate, which was hands down the best debate of this particular election cycle, Bloomberg came out and said, look, we can't just abandon capitalism. If we do, that's going to be called communism. It's been tried and it's failed. Bernie loudly groaned, "Oh, no, 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 no." So maybe you want communism to come to the country? I mean, I really don't understand. Bernie Sanders calls himself a democratic socialist. So you're just one little, definition or changing the word away from being a communist. It's the same thing, really. Once you get to communism, that's like socialism realized. When you realize that you got to do some drastic measures and start to restrict food and all that kind of stuff, then you go to straight communism. Okay, that's what happens with that. That's China right now. Or one party. People talk about, oh, in America, you got a two-party system. It's not really good. Try having a one-party system and say you like that, but I'll move on. Bernie Sanders is, in my humble opinion, all of what Soviet Russia was trying to do back before they dissolved in the 90s. So when they say the Kremlin are trying to help him, I wouldn't necessarily even really be that surprised if it were true. Wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean, why not? This is a guy that is most akin to you, at least in your past, than anyone else is that is running right now. And it just kind of sheds light on this whole Trump thing. Why would the Russians want Trump to win over Hillary Clinton in 2016, but now want Bernie Sanders to win over Trump now? I don't understand. This is like two total opposites of each other. If anything, they probably would want Hillary to win because she's in bed with the Russians and the Ukrainians and everybody else, the same as Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, the whole Democratic squad. It's weird as I close how the Democrats keep talking about Russia being bad, natural gas being bad, just Eastern Europe and fossil fuels in general being bad. Yet they're all over there working in Eastern Europe, getting money. People like Hillary Clinton chucking it up with Vladimir Putin, talking about, oh, you can get some of our uranium. Barack Obama sitting there talking about, well, I can help a little bit more after I get elected. I can do a little bit more for you. Wink, wink. Talking to a guy that was either linked to Ukraine or Russia. So I'm like, all right, what are we really doing here? I feel like this is a game of just kind of pointing the finger, kind of projecting. You're doing this particular thing with Russia. You are having these views that are akin to what Russia is favoring, but yet it's them that's doing it. Kind of a misdirection tactic. I think this whole thing is funny. I wonder how it's going to pan out. Could this be misinformation coming from the quote unquote deep state to get Bernie out of the way? Maybe so, because like I said, he does not have a chance of being able to win a general election. Can he win a nomination? Sure, because in the primary, people vote a little bit further to the left. But in a general election, you got to come to the center. And I don't know how you go from commie to centrist, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Bernie Sanders is a communist? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. If he is a communist, how do you feel about Russia trying to help him? Is that a real thing? Are they really trying to help him? I can't really call it. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. But I think the Russia narrative is way overblown. It's like they're the world's only enemy. There's nobody else out there that wants to do us harm. There's nobody else that wants to engage in quote unquote election interference from other foreign nations. China is right there, this big communist government with a trillion people. I mean, they don't want to do anything. They've been caught trying to steal stuff in the United States. Lady got caught at Mar-a-Lago with like 13 cell phones and a laptop. I'm exaggerating, but you understand what I'm saying. There's been documented evidence of other nations trying to spy on us, trying to gather intelligence, stealing intellectual property. But Russia seems to be the main target everyone is focused on. There could have been intelligence that came out and said that many countries are trying to help Bernie Sanders win the election, possibly, but Russia seems to be the only one that's mentioned. I wonder why. Maybe it's because it's kind of a scare tactic, a little bit of fear mongering involved. The media will report one thing. The government will do a particular thing, but the media won't report on all of it. I just want to see how it all plays out. What will Bernie do? Will he say that it's a hoax and it's a scam? And if he says that, why can't he say the same thing about Donald Trump and his Russia kerfuffle that was going on with him? And that is, quite frankly, still going on in the eyes of the mainstream media. Whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.